I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the 2nd overall pick back in 2016. Hard to believe he's already in his 4th season. Carson Wentz.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Wentz now on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And we roll now on the graphics for the offensive starters.
Let's take a look at the left tackle, Taylor Lewan. A big, gregarious guy with great athletic ability. Plays the game with a little bit of an edge. In fact, he doesn't play to the whistle. He plays to the echo of the whistle.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry here for Jacquizz Rodgers. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A look now at our starting defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Rodgers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage. His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Carson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jacquizz Rodgers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are the Rams under 3rd-year head coach Sean McVay. They'll be led out by Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in April's draft, and also the Heisman Trophy winner out of Oklahoma.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Check, check. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Rodgers. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Rodgers. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They run it with Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Wentz now to throw, and he's got Rodgers. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw is Wentz. Man open right side. It's Rodgers.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The kick by Carlson is good, but hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker, and if they did, that'll be a first down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Following the field goal on is Locke Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Ready. 60 out low. 54. Right. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Sponge. No. He's coming. Double up.
Now Murray off play action. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score.
Let's go, baby.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
53, check 53. You gonna get this, boy?
This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. To throw, it's Murray. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Murray now, third and goal. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll keep it on the ground again here. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference. Oh, you sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Back in the 1st quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the 1st quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Murray, he gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
On the run, it's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Switch.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. Let's go.
Now Wentz on third down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check, boys.
Now Wentz. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Evans has it left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Wentz now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Carson. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Another carry now for Rodgers. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 11. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
To throw is Wentz. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Tyreek Hill with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by a field goal, a little over a minute to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Wentz to throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now Wentz. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, partners, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal and go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So for L.A., it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.